Hello and welcome back to Minor League Esports, sponsored by APM Sound. We are here for a Week 8 matchup between Pirates and the Bears. I'm very, very excited to see what the gameplay looks like. Standard 3v3. Ajax, how you feeling tonight?
I'm feeling great. How about you? I'm ready for some MLE action. I'm very excited for this. The Bears are looking to get into the playoffs, and the Pirates are looking to stay in there.
Absolutely, man. I'm very excited to see what these teams can grind out tonight, man. We've got a 7 seed going up against a 3 seed, I believe, is the information I was given at least.
The Bears are actually 8. They flipped around right before the stream, so they're going to try and claw back.
Gotta get that play-in chance, man. We've got to see some interesting Rocket League tonight on the MLE. See what we can do, see how the playoffs look. We are getting ready here for game 1. It looks like the lobbies have joined. Let's see what we have.
And the Pirates really need to play well here to stay in the playoff opportunities, as with a loss here, if they get swept around here, they could just as easily be out of playoff chances. We are going to get right into it.
And some good pressure starting out already here.
And we have the Bears as the blue and the Pirates as the gray color. Code Red Jack is trying to get it center, but he's having a little bit of difficulty since he has no boost. A little bit of chaos in the midfield. Louser.
Pirates with a decent clear down onto their end as well, yeah. Getting some good pressure from the Bears now, taking it up midfield. That's on goal, but it looks like the Pirates will have a nice save.
Sort of hefty. He's trying to get it mid. Again, has no boost. We're seeing a lot of zero boost pushes from the Bears coming out, which can work very well. It's just a matter of when.
Exactly, yeah. Managing the boost can be very important, and it looks like they are doing what they can with what they have. Very good demo on that clear.
Sort of hefty. Gets it off the backboard. That might be dangerous. Jack is trying to get the shot. A beautiful save by Deej.
Fantastic save. My goodness.
Rivero
with him. Yep.
Gonna try and get it back mid, and that will be mid and off
shot
the
on
post.
Net, off the post and out. Unfortunate. Six gonna carry it up the wall. Try to go for an air dribble. Actually, let's come down. Good 50 by Louser though, out to the corner, and Rovero just gets it cleared out off the wall again.
He's just gonna bring it back. Sorta has an awkward touch. Rovero has to save the own goal shot, but it will not be enough as Louser comes out of nowhere and gets the early goal.
Louser with an absolute beamer, 57 miles an hour on that, and that's just not able to be stopped. Very, very good shot, giving the Bears the early lead.
Coder tried to get back there, but he landed a bit awkwardly, and he just could not get back in time. We're going to get back into the game. Bear is getting a huge clear. That's off the backboard.
Oh my
opportunity. It will not come.
Going for a pass to himself off the sidewall, doesn't end up working, gets 50'd out to the corner, and Pirates are just trying to keep it out of their zone. Try to get some pressure up, see if they can mount another goal to give him a cushion here. He's going to carry to the wall, go up in the air. Doesn't have a ton of boost to work with here, and gets bumped. He's going to have to bail out. Jack's going to carry it up. Slow play has boost to work. Demos, but does not get the ball. Might be a 1v1 opportunity here for Hefty.
I'm really liking a lot of the aggression coming out from the Bears. It has not worked yet, but it will. Demos are really great, create really great opportunities for your offense and can clear a lot of pressure for your defense. So I'm really liking that from them.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that the physicality that they've shown shows some promise. I know that they're down 1 right now, but there's obviously plenty of time left in this game. That physicality will definitely help them. A little bit of an overcommit from Rovero. Beach is able to punch it home. Unfortunate overcommit there from Rovero. Pirates are now up to, that is a very unfortunate miscommunication, perhaps, between the Bears team.
And Rovero was trying to get back in time, and it looked like it might be off the post for a little bit, but it bounced mid and gave him the easy goal. And that is a nice pinch by Sorta Hefty, creating some opportunities. That is mid, and a nice shot by Sorta Hefty will go in. The self setup.
What a beautiful shot. Absolutely. Just pops off the wall perfectly, gets plenty of height. He's up, he slams it down. Nobody is even close to making that save. An unfortunate defensive blunder for the Pirates makes it a 1-goal game.
And that's a really tough read to get if you're the defense, as those corner shots, you don't know where they're going to go. They could go so many places, and it's really hard to predict, and that's what you have to do in that situation. So that's one of the worst positions to be in for defense.
Absolutely, Ajax, yeah. Reading that, oh my goodness, and another just absolute open net. It's just so free for Code Red.
And the comeback within 1 minute, they get two goals.
Clear.
And it's
absolutely
a 2-goal swing, and we are back to tied essentially 0-0, as that goal will just roll in. A nice possession.
Sort of hefty. Absolutely.
Yeah,
just had a beautiful clear on that. Got it flicked over the defender, and it was just as free as could be with two Bears on the Pirates' end and no one to stop.
Pirates are trying to get some possession back. Jack is going to need a nice clear. He will get it off the sidewall. Trying to keep it going. He gets the redirect, but it doesn't go anywhere except the 6T.
Six kind of pops it high and leaves. Beach goes out over the corner. Is able to clear it out. Gets it under Jack. Might be able to have a pass mid here. Goes off ceiling. Leaves. 60's not able to connect. Gets the bump, though, to relieve some of the counter pressure.
Beach is going to pop it up, but not go for it. It looked like he had no boost. He decides to go for a boost over ball, but they will get possession as no Bears are close to the play. Cover Jack is going to relieve some pressure. Sort of Hefty and Rovero both go, and Rovero calls his number. And Rovero gets it past one, cannot 50 the other. That is dangerous. It's going to go straight down, and Sort of Hefty clears it away. Rovero is able to get the save.
Really? Oh my goodness, I was about to say, really good composure there from the defense, and they almost just give it right back to the Pirates, but they're able to make a really good save, keeping the pressure up, keeping up that defensive wall, and now they have their own scoring chance. They're doing really well tonight.
And that was incredible defense by the Bears. The Pirates had unrelenting pressure, almost a goal for the Bears. The Pirates had unrelenting pressure, and it just looked inevitable that a goal would get through, but they held their own. The bank was closed.
Beach here going to try to pinch it mid. Doesn't have a ton of boost, so he's going to have to leave. But 60 is up. They whiff. They both. And it's an open goal shot for Lauser. The whifty, as I like to call it. A chance for a 50 when both cars just miss. That's a whifty right there. Jack misses, and Lauser just gets the open net shot. A beautiful play to put the Pirates back on top. Still a 1-goal game, and plenty of time to tie it up and try to send it overtime. We'll see what happens.
And after all that incredible offense, offense from the Pirates, that's the one that goes through. It's a little bit funny, but you know, you take what you can get, and now the Bears are playing from behind. Not much time left. We get 5 seconds. They're gonna need something quick.
A saying often heard in Rocket League is "we take those," and that felt like one of the goals that the Pirates just had. It was one of those goals that we just take those. Pirates go up 1 on the series. A very well fought battle from both ends, but Pirates with that open chance towards the end is just what's going to give them the upper edge on that one.
Absolutely. And I loved what I saw from the Bears. They're showing great promise. They had a lot of demos. They had a lot of really good pressure, but in the end, those whiffs just happen. And if that didn't happen, then they would be tied. We would be in overtime.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, whether you're at the AL level, whether you're at FL level, whether you're as high as Premier League, man, everybody whiffs the ball every now and then. You can't avoid it. Unfortunately, it's something that happens. It's a part of the game. And as they say, this is Rocket League.
And we're going to try and see some mental resilience from some of the Bears players. I don't remember who it was, but if you can't get hung up on that and you can't try and redeem yourself, you're just going to have to go next and get that out of your mind, the memory of a goldfish, and just keep playing.
Absolutely. It's just a GG go next or kind of thing. That's the hard thing, that you do your best to just kind of shake it off and go next. But I mean, you also have to keep in mind these guys have about 60 seconds, 65 seconds between each game, which as much as that can be a nice breather, you realize how short that time is. You know, like it's going to have to be something that they're really able to pull out and just regroup and see if the Bears can capitalize on some of the opportunities they may have missed last game.
And that being said, it wasn't a bad game. I think it was really good. A lot of stuff to keep doing and a lot of stuff to improve. Maybe a little bit more offense and maybe some better clears. But other than that, a really nice game from both teams. And we are going to get into game number 2, looking for another close game, hopefully.
Really good demo there from Rovero, allowing Jack to send off the backboard. Might have a chance here. does not hit it with a ton of gumption. Beej is able to stop that fairly easily.
And Jack's got to be kicking himself there. He had an open net if he could get any height on it, and he just couldn't. That was as open as you'll get, and that's an opportunity wasted.
Absolutely. Beej gets a nice touch mid, but easily cleared out by Hefty. Not sure how much boost he has, though, so 60 is going to be able to bring it back up mid. Hoser with a... Oh, my goodness. I couldn't tell if that was a fake or a whiff, but it almost worked out for them.
And sort of coming in with a beautiful pinch goal into... Or a pinch save, sorry, into the clear. He got a lot of power on that one.
Absolutely. Jack going up for a shot, gets 50'd. Goes out to the corner, and now Hefty's going to try to carry up. Pass to himself off the wall. Gets it past the defender, but nobody's there to shoot it. And 60 with a wonderful clear. Rovero is going to try to slow play it into the corner, grab boost while he does it. It's a nice clear out. See if he can control. Loser's there to stop it.
That was a really smart play. Bringing it back to your corner. The corner is the safest place for the ball to be, and you can just wait there and get boost. And it's a great position for the defense.
Absolutely, especially when it's 0-0, or if you were in a tie, it makes it feel a little less pressuresome to be able to try to get it out. It's a good mid pass though, and Coder Jack is able to stop the bleeding.
Oh, and that was almost
the pressure
an incredible
is just
goal.
Absolutely, the pressure is just relentless from the Pirates right now. 60 with a touch, almost gets over Coder Jack. What is he able to do with it? Rovero getting some pressure on. He sends it mid. Not able to do anything with it, though. Really good touch by Hefty there.
And the Bears defense has been a brick wall. They're not letting anything through.
My
and
goodness,
the
and the
Castle
Pirates
Curse
score.
comes out, and Beej gets it immediately after I compliment their defense. Rovero could not get up to that in time, and that is bar down. A tough shot to save, but it will go through nonetheless.
You got to feel a little bad for the Bears in that situation, because they have just been putting up all of the effort in the defensive side of things, and that's just an unfortunate bounce. Bar down. It's something you love to see when you're that lucky bounce off the crossbar. Bears are gonna have to answer now. I
kind of blame myself a little bit for that caster curse. That was that was unfortunate.
Hey, what can you do? They knew what they were signing up for when they said that they'd play on tonight's stream.
Guess I gotta apologize to them after stream.
Right, exactly. Buy them a case of Balls Guarana.
The sponsor of the stream.
Absolutely, the sponsor of the play of the week, Balls Guarana. It's what the gamers drink.
Sort of Hefty is going to get it mid. That's a nice center, but it will be cleared away by Louser. Code Red tries to get
really good first touch. Oh my goodness. Almost looked like he was going to go for a bit of an air dribble.
Gets and it's just in. Shot and around
that's just in. What is happening?
And
Ajax,
that's a
what
tie
are we seeing,
game,
brother?
I don't know. 60 had a little bit of a light touch. Louser was way too far up, and Sort of Hefty is going to get a nice shot over them both, and that will just be in to tie the game with 2 minutes left.
Of the 3 cars that went up for that touch, that was not what I was expecting to happen out of it.
And, you know, as we were saying before, we take those, and Beej cannot get the angle.
Such a good look. Really good movement there, trying to get underneath and behind it. A stupid mid, but he just did not have enough on it. It's a high pop. There's a chance, but Beej is going to get the easy clear.
Coder had a
into
really
the corner.
Dangerous touch there. He went for the 50, and if he had missed that, that would have been straight in their net. So a little bit of a dangerous play there, looking to win or go home.
And that's a really good clear out. Jack's going to have to recuperate. Rovero looks like he might take it, leaves it for Jack. Jack might have had more boost or possibly just a better angle. That's a cross, and that's in the net. Hefty with an absolute cross map banger of a shot. There's no way to stop that. 60 miles an hour from his own net, basically. Sort of Hefty is the perfect way to describe the shot that was put on that ball. That was a hefty shot. Beautiful pass there from the corner by Jack as well.
How was that shot in? There were 3 people that it went past, and although it was pretty fast, there was just no one back.
Goodness.
Sort of Hefty taking his team on his back
with
the hat trick with 1 minute remaining.
Hefty is just absolutely powering through this Pirates defense right now. This is a different Bears team than what we saw during game one. They adapted so well to what they saw from the Pirates, and now they are just capitalizing on every opportunity they can.
And every single one of these goals, the Pirates defense has put a hand up.
Oh, and a blunder on the defense from the Bears. And Loser takes advantage. Just an absolute whiff in the corner from Hefty. The goal scorer, unfortunately, is not the goal stopper in this situation. And Loser is able to just slap it home. My goodness.
And Hefty had a really awkward position there. He was expecting it to boom out farther, but it did not. It's another really tough read, and he could not get it.
Beej with a really good mid pass. 60's up for it, gets a good touch, and this is that situation where we do not get the bar down ski. An amazing save from Rovero. Oh my goodness.
Happened? No way.
Louser went up with confidence. He said, I got this, and Rovero said, not today. Not today.
That looked
Hefty with a pinch pass.
That goal looked free, but
it looked very free.
Rovero just said, "Nuh-uh," and took it.
Not in my house. Oh my goodness, an almost beautiful double tap. It's now or never time for the Pirates. And a beautiful touch by Hefty is going to take away the chance unless they can carry all the way across with 0 seconds. It's a good bang, but nobody's there to catch it. It's going to be down. Bears take a game off of the Pirates, evening things back up on the series.
And that was as exciting of a game as you'll ever get. That was back and forth. I expected the Pirates to tie it up many times, but Rovero with the clutch save to keep it, to keep them in the lead. I don't even know what to say.
He was just an absolute brick wall. Obviously, we saw Hefty just completely popping off on offense, but Rovero is I would probably say, unsung hero of that match. He's at the bottom of his team's leaderboard, but there is no way that they would be where they are without Rovero's defense on that game.
Absolutely. Can we talk about sort of Hefty's shooting? He saw the defense. The defense had a hand up, and Hefty just said, I don't care. I'm going to put it around you. And
Absolutely.
He did. Every time.
The power that he had too, the cross map clear goal that he had. I mean, I assume he was trying to put it somewhere near on net. I don't even know if he thought he was going to score that. He had such a powerful touch on that he just watched it go in from his net. That's how far away he was. It was just such a beautiful touch he had on that.
That game is going to tie up the series at 1-1. The Bears and the Pirates looking to get that advantage, looking to put the match on match points. Even though, remember, we do play all 5 games here. And we're going to get into game number 3.
Hopping over to Sovereign Heights for the game 3. We will see who takes the advantage after half of these games are done. Jack is up for a crazy touch. Gets it off the backboard, and Hefty has a shot, but 60 is there to read. Beach tries to get it off the wall to mid, and Rovero just completely reads it. Gets the triple tap, but can't send it home. And an absolute beautiful save there as Rovero tried to go in for cleanup, and it just gets completely denied the top corner.
Rovero is trying to put something in his highlight reel. That one was denied, but it was very close. And let's see if he can do it.
That triple tap went in. That would be an easy contender for play of the week. A beautiful chance there from Rovero, but it is just off, and the Pirates clear it out to the side. Hefty's up, but gets a mistouch. Beej just gets a cross map shot, and it's in. Catches Bears with their pants down a bit. They are tripping over themselves, and just has a free look at the net there.
This feels a little bit like payback. No one expected a shot right there, and it went through. Payback from sort of Hefty's goal the last game.
Absolutely. Sort of Hefty's probably going to want to try to get one back on them, knowing how well he did last game. He's going to try to take a stand against that defense again this game. Rovero with a bit of a misflip there, attempting to go for the goal. Jack is able to get a 50 on 60. It's kind of a funny one. And gets it out of danger zone.
And we've already had a couple of missed opportunities for the Bears. They've had 2 open nets, I believe, that they could not capitalize on. And they got to get better shooting percentage if they want a chance at this game.
Absolutely. Taking advantage of the mistakes of the other team is pretty much what most of this game is. You know, there's mechanics and there's obviously skill involved, but taking advantage of their mistakes is a big part of what Rocket League is.
It's a game of mistakes, absolutely. Sort of Hefty is going to get that mid. That's an opportunity for Roveru, and Roveru will come out of nowhere, almost having a pre-jump, a beautiful shot. He reads that off the corner.
Pre-jumped it from midfield. Oh my God! I've got to say that's got to be put up for play of the week.
Absolutely, and clip it and ship it.
Contention, absolutely. Sponsored by Valskarana, our play of the week. That's got to be a contender for it. If they don't submit that, I might.
Absolutely.
Just a beautiful read off of that corner wall from Roveru.
And Roveru hearing
3 minutes
my
left.
encouragement and taking it as a challenge.
He said, I'm going to show you that. Oh my gosh. And Jack getting in on it as well. Both Bears players are trying to show out and say, Hefty is not the only one on this team who knows how to shoot. We are here as well.
That was a beautiful angle from Code. That's a really tough angle to hit, and he had a lot of momentum, making it even harder. He just barely got the angle there.
Absolutely. Very, very skilled shot on that one. Hefty with a nice pop clear, though. He's going to go off the corner wall, see what he can do with it. A little high over the net. Gets it out of Beach's reach, but also out of the reach of his teammates. And a good save there from Hefty. A little bit of a self-bump, team bump, but
and I'm like,
we are out of harm's way.
I'm having heart attacks over here. This is so many chances that are just barely getting saved and cleared.
Oh no!
And so many missed opportunities.
Almost a 1-2-3 off of the backboard for the Bears. Hefty just decided not to take the chance, which could have been smart. Try to play it a little bit safe. He didn't want to give them an open net chance. Jack is there. He cannot save it though. It is just out of reach. Jack extending his car as far as it will reach, and that ball is just pixels away from a save, but that goes in and finds the back of the net.
And out of every opportunity that we have seen in the past, even minute, I did not expect anything to come from that. But that was just a beautiful banger top corner, and there is no saving that.
Absolutely, just a beautiful top righty shot. 60 gets a nice pass over to the side, but is beat by Jack. Loser is not able to get to it. Jack carries, has some patience on the corner wall, misses his touch at the bottom though. Beach lets it roll back to net. 60 is going to try to clear it out. Gets the ball passed around him though, and Loser has a free touch down the field.
Sort of Hefty. He's going to have some opportunities. He needs the boost. Rover is going to get a shot. That is off target, off the post. Sort of Hefty might have a shot, but it's like too difficult of an angle. He passes it back, and Rover is going to have to collect. 60.
Absolutely, and a good clear there. Sort of Hefty kind of gets it out to the corner though. A beautiful save from Rover, but a double commit from Jack, and they do not capitalize on it. And another save from Roveru. What is happening? This Bears defense is becoming the blue wall. They are trying their best to not let a single thing pass.
And my blood pressure is through the roof as so many difficult saves, and another missed opportunity. Rover not able to get that, and then
a bit of a missed touch. Yeah, absolutely. Just sends it high on accident, but he gets a good clear there. And now there's a potential 2v2 chance.
And I don't know.
Jack
I feel like
in.
This should definitely be like a 6-6 game right here. There are so many incredible saves by the Bears and so many missed opportunities by the Bears. You see it at both sides. They have so much pressure.
Amazing saves and the missed open nets. It's just been an unfortunate story of this series, it seems. Rover is going to try to carry it up net. We have a tied series and a tied game in a series that is very important for the Bears because they need at least 3 wins in this 5-game series to be able to hold on to their play-in spot and their play-in potential for the playoffs. So a win here and one more would be absolutely just phenomenal and also very, very needed for the Bears.
And sort of Hefty is not going to be able to touch that. 3, 2, 1. The clock hits 0, and the Bears are just going to try and get that to the ground. This is
still
dangerous.
There
might be a
0-second goal, believers.
60 tries for the redirect. Sort of Hefty's able to
looks
clear
like
that
Jack
away.
has a touch.
Bears might be able to get this. They keep it up.
Saved up.
Seth sort of Hefty puts it into the corner. That is mid.
Jack pops it up mid off the backboard. Hefty's up. Oh, what a save by Loser. Oh my goodness. The 0-second goal is denied by Loser. What a beautiful save. Hefty's going to play to the corner now with some patience and boost. But man, what a look there at the 0 seconds to prevent overtime that was.
I am in disbelief. That was another opportunity, and this time it was just beautiful defense. And the Pirates too had a chance at 0 seconds. It went from one side to the other. They both thought they could get the 0-second goal, and neither of them came out with it.
Definitely a really good physicality there from Beach getting the demo, but they still get the ball. Bears still get the ball into the Pirates side. Jack is able to handle 60's touches. Another whifty in the corner. Hefty tries to get a touch and sends it back to his own end. He's going to have to be careful with that.
Sort of Hefty tries for the 50, gets beaten out. That will go off the corner. 60 tries for the shot. It is a little bit too soft, sort of Hefty. He's going to try for it. Rovuru is going to boom it up. Beach, there's it. Louser.
A good
There's
touch
a lot
from
of
Louser back to
passing
60.
coming out.
Absolutely, which is something you really love to see, especially in AL. Sometimes you don't always see the pass plays, but there's a lot of good team play that I'm seeing here.
Absolutely. 60 is going to get that mid. Rovuru has an easy clear, and that's cleared right up center. Beach will get an opportunity. Coded.
Gets beat by Jack, though. He gets a nice send down. Loser's going to try to keep it out of harm's way, and Rovuru has a good touch mid, but not on target, so 60's going to play it slow, grab some corner boost, and try to play it out to the midfield.
Oh, remember when I said that last game was the best game you're gonna see? Well, I think I have misspoken. This is an even better game somehow.
It has been very good so far. We already have almost 2 minutes of overtime, and a good look from Jack.
No!
Oh my goodness, and Beach is able to get up from the side and stop the pass play and is keeping their chances alive in this overtime game. A wonderful save there. The demo up front puts it as a 1v1, but Beach has just an absolute clanger of a clear downfield.
That looked like a beautiful opportunity, but Beach races back and gets the really awkward 50 and keeps the Bears in this game.
Yeah, the Bears have just been doing a fantastic job. Like this game and last game, they just seem completely different than game one. They have been playing exceedingly well. Oh, and a beautiful clear there to keep it out of harm's way again. Bears defense have just been unstoppable these last 2 games.
And the net was wide open there. They did get the clear, and that's going to be in.
Oh my goodness. And it's the Bears that are just caught with their thumbs off the sticks, it seems. Hefty is the only one who even attempted to go for that. Rovuru and Jack both going for mid and corner boosts respectfully. An unfortunate miscommunication for the defense, and the Pirates go up 2-1 on the series, and the Bears are really going to have to pull something out and win the next 2 games to be able to stay in the playoff contention with their play-in spot. And we really are going to have to see some difference in this miscommunication that we might have seen a few times from the Bears now.
And I'm going to be honest, that feels like the wrong way to end that game. That came out of nowhere. We saw so much great aggression and incredible saves that a defensive miscommunication and a booming shot almost don't seem fit to end that game.
Absolutely. If you asked me when 2 minutes were left in this game who I thought was going to win, I would probably pretty confidently told you the Bears were going to win. And Pirates were able to just pull it back, refocus, and send it to overtime and win it there. They did a really, really fantastic job with their defense, their communication, their passing. A lot of it was really, really well played and just held them in the spot and outplayed the Bears on that one.
The Bears didn't lose it because of lack of pressure. They had so much pressure. Even in that overtime, they had so many opportunities where I thought, yeah, this is over. The Bears have won. But they just missed those opportunities. And the Pirates, they had some great defensive plays that kept it even.
Absolutely. Yeah, they did a fantastic job. Now here we go into game 4 at Utopia Coliseum. We will see if the Bears can hold out and get this series win to hold on to that playoff contention. And a miss does not produce a goal. A missed opportunity from the Pirates coming from the whiff of a Bear player. That is just an unfortunate series of events for both teams there. Luckily, things stay out of harm's way for the Bears, and they are able to still hold out. A good save from Jack there as well.
And they're just back at it immediately. Right after the overtime win, the Pirates get so much pressure, a couple of opportunities that looked so good, and now the Bears have one. We're back to just incredible offense and incredible defense.
Absolutely. A good pass play there. Bears Jack gets a really high pop touch off of that, is able to shoot it, and is cleared away, saved fairly easily, it seems, from Beach there. Loser's going to go for a touch, misses a bit, but making the defense awkward. Hefty is still able to get enough of a touch to prevent Beach's shot on goal.
Oh my, oh my. This is just back and forth. This is crazy.
1v1. My goodness. Almost a really good chance for Hefty there, but just cannot capitalize on it. Rover gets a nice bang to corner wall.
I'm liking the boost conservation and the decision making from both teams. It takes a lot of boost and a lot of great decisions to stay on offense as much as these teams have.
And a beautiful shot from 60. Oh my goodness. Absolutely. The boost conservation and the boost management compared to game one have been amazing. And 60, with plenty of boost to go for that shot, is just able to slot it past the defense near side, and they were not ready for the speed he put behind that one.
He sort of had a tragic miss. They just couldn't read the bounce off the corner, and that will give them a free shot. That might have been open, but 60 is back for that.
Yeah, Rovero had a good chance there, but I don't think he even knew that it was as open as it was. He was trying to keep it out of his harm's way, kind of going for a 50 with one of the Pirates players keeping it out of their net. Almost had it on the Pirates net.
That's one of the most difficult parts when you're eternally on defense. It feels like you just can't think of turning that into any offense. You just want to get it out, and it's really tough to think about both at once, and you just gotta,
Yeah, you gotta have a two-track mind. You gotta think. Sometimes having a really good offense is part of having a good defense.
That was a really nice opportunity for the Pirates. It will not come to fruition, and Beach is going to clear that out, preventing more Bears offense.
Good touch there from Jack to make it a little awkward for the Pirates, but Beach still gets a nice clear. It's another beat on the Bears player. Loser gets a high pop. 60 might be able to go for this one. Touches it out to the wall, doesn't really do much with it. And Hefty has a pass to Jack here, gets a nice pop, but he has no boost to follow. Rovero's up, and he cannot quite get it on net. Counted as a shot on goal, but 60 was there for the save. It might have been pretty close to a corner and out. I'm not sure. 60 didn't let us find out.
Absolutely. This is a nice opportunity for the Pirates, but a great demo by the Bears. That is
60 with the slot. Oh my goodness. A beautiful read from the drop down pass off of the backboard from Beach, and 60 just puts it where Jack cannot reach.
This is the second time 60 has just gotten it around the defenders from the corner. You cannot leave this man alone in the corner, or he will slot it in there. Beautiful shot.
Absolutely. He is proving time and time again that he will slot it when he has the chance. He is feeling pretty delicious today.
And we're seeing a lot of these plays that almost work out for the Bears, where they have one person that passes it upfield and another person is lurking to try and hit it off the backboard or try and get the redirect shot. And it's creating a lot of great opportunities. They just haven't panned out. Another opportunity for the Pirates.
Their team play awareness has been very good about not only being there for a pass, but being there for a cleanup if the shot doesn't go the way that they want. They've been doing a really good job at that. Bears trying to put some pressure on here as 60's a little bit awkward on his own corner wall, and Jack's able to keep it in their side, but Beach gets a nice clear out to the corner. Slow plays to control.
Rover has the 50. It's a little bit off, and Louser has a beautiful clear out to the corner. That's going to go mid again. 60 tries to get the clear out, and Louser will continue that clear. That's right back to the Bears half.
Absolutely. It was a really good clear that the 60 had out to Louser. Almost seemed like a pass to try to get it upfield. Hefty's trying to keep it out of danger zone and almost sends it mid for a Bears player to capitalize on. Jack has a shot on goal. Nobody's even back to attempt to save that. The missed touch here, I couldn't remember who it was, Louser. The missed flip on that, and Jack just takes complete advantage of the open chance. Beautiful response here from the Bears. With time starting to wind down, we're really going to have to see them come out and not leave anything else in the tank. We have to see it all put out on the field right now.
And for Lauser, that was a really difficult position. That's one of the worst positions you can be in. What?
Oh my goodness!
Rover, what?
Rover
Are you
with what
kidding me?
looks like a pass, and it's just missed by everyone, including his teammate, and just goes in. Finds top lefty, and it is in the back of the net. A beautiful touch by Roveru there. My goodness.
And that was about as upper 90 as you can get. There is no saving that. Even though 2 were up, Rover was going to tie it up again. That's another highlight reel worthy shot from him. And he is putting everything out there, as he was saying.
Absolutely. Absolutely. As they need to. That was a really, really good response. And Hefty has a chance. Doesn't have the boost to catch up to it, though. Beach is able to settle, but a pass to Roveru means danger for the Pirates, but it goes off the backboard and lets them take another breath. Jack is up for it. Gets a nice touch on net. Beach doesn't go. He knows it's off backboard.
No way. Oh.
And it's down. I am not mad at the OT. I am not mad. It makes things very excited.
And even though the Pirates have been in the lead for most of this game, I feel like the Bears, even though the shot total is the same, the Bears seem to have more opportunities and better opportunities. But it doesn't matter if the Pirates are just going to put in those beautiful angled shots from the corner. The corner is a really difficult place to be.
It really is. And not only is reading shots from the corner hard, oh my goodness, and the beautiful touch from Hefty. My goodness, the touch mid, the 50 mid, I should say, from Roveru, and Hefty just beats 60 on the touch. Looks like the Bears are not done yet. We are going to a true series game 5 here. Winner takes all, essentially, because for the Bears, this is win or go home. If they do not win this, they might fall out of their play-in contention for the playoff spot. So really, really good fight from the Bears there. We'll see how the Pirates try to respond.
And I don't know, every one of these games feels like a game 5 to me. They've all been so close, so exciting. They're all leaving it out there. It's an incredible match so far.
Absolutely. I can feel the blood and the sweat and tears being put in by all 6 of the players in this lobby. And actually, I'm just realizing, if you look at Lauser's stats from this last game, it felt for me watching, it felt for me like he put everything out on there. And you can see the scoreboard doesn't always reflect that. You know, he's got only 94 points, but he was putting everything into all of his touches. And so that's why the scoreboard doesn't really always tell the full story. You have to be here. You have to watch. You have to support MLE by coming out and showing some love, because if you just look at the scoreboard, you're not going to get the full story.
Absolutely. And I think part of the reason why these games are so exciting is everyone can strike. It feels like everyone's about to score at every single moment of every single game. There's not been a stretch of 30 seconds that we've just had boomer ball, that we've had like no great opportunities. It's been constant action. If you like action movies, you'll love this match.
Absolutely. I completely agree. Yeah, the Bears are really going to have to pull something out here. Like I was saying, they are trying to hold on to their playoff spot, and we will see how the Pirates respond, because the Bears have clearly stated to the Pirates that we are not going to go down easily.
Bowser is going to get that to the corner. Rover is trying to create an opportunity that will roll mid, and a tragic own goal.
Oh my gosh!
What?
If that was. And what a scuffed replay. That looks funny. What an absolute blunder of a touch there. If that was a redirect, I would say that was one of the best shots of the night. But unfortunately, it was an own goal from Beach. And you hate to see an own goal as the first goal, but the Bears are thanking Rocket League gods for allowing them to go up in the beginning of this life-saving game for their playoff contention.
And personally, I agree. If Beach was on the Bears, then I think that, or if the colors were reversed, I think that would be a play of the week contender. Absolutely.
Absolutely. That tight corner. What a save from Jack after Roveru just misses his touch, and then Roveru is able to recover and get his own save. Both epic saves as well, so you know that ball was very close to going in. Hefty with a decent 50 there in the mid, and Roveru is able to go up and try to get a touchdown field as well. 60 is going to try to stop, but gets beat. Beach meets him in the middle and gets a pinch out to the Bears corner now.
And to take it back a little bit, that save, I forget, I think it was from Jack.
Oh, and it just rolls in. And Beach scores. How does that just
What?
roll in?
What? Oh, and a bump on Roveru.
Oh my goodness.
Clearing the
26
way.
miles an hour. You don't typically see goals that slow. That was super unfortunate, but a very fortunate bump for the Pirates there.
That was really a great plan. Roveru, tragic. He thought he was going to be back for that, and I mean, most people would assume that they would be, but it just does not pan out. Sorta Hefty is going to get the shot, and that might be on target. It will be.
And what a touch. Very soft touch, but is enough to get it over the defender's head, and they can do absolutely nothing about it as it rolls in. Like I said, goals that slow don't always happen, but sometimes when your shots are that good, there's nothing you can do to defend them.
And that is going to be the post being generous, as we have seen a lot of post shots go out. One of the best defenders in Rocket League, and it is not able to save that shot.
And that's a good touch from Hefty. Jack tries to get a bump, but doesn't have a ton of boost to try to cut and turn on it. Rover is going to try to follow it into the corner and collect boost to slow things down a bit. Doesn't want to give them a free shot on goal if he doesn't have to.
Rover is going to try and take that off the wall, but Lauser is going to say no, and try and take it the other way.
And that was a good clear from Jack, but an unfortunate 50 from Hefty. The ball kind of just rolls right underneath him, but Jack's still able to carry, put a shot on goal. Lauser gets a nice save there off the backboard, but it's still mid. And Hefty with a bar down, but a bar down and out.
Beach has a nice shot. That's off. And Lauser's not going to get there first, and that will just go the other way now.
The momentum swings are way more frequent in this one than I feel the last few games. People are not holding possession as often as they were, and this is a very, very exciting game with the amount of change in momentum that we're seeing.
Absolutely. Sorta Hefty is going to get a nice clear. That's going to be to Beej. Beej is going to get a shot. That was pretty funny. The Lauser tried to get a double bumper, but it will not pan out.
And a nice touch out there from 60 to keep it out of harm's way in front of the net as well.
We're seeing the Pirates get a lot more physical this game, which I'm really liking. It got them their one goal, yeah, their one goal, and it's gotten them a lot of saves, in my opinion. And
absolutely, and a lot of good chances as well. Even though they haven't always gone in or they've been saved, their physicality is definitely showing promise. And a fantastic save from Beach there. It was so close that his touch had to go off the post and out. The Bears are not letting up. They have their hand on the neck of the Pirates right now, trying to keep as much pressure on as they can. And the Pirates are saying, we are not going out easily.
And I just checked the scoreboard, and it doesn't seem right, because somehow the Pirates have more shots than the Bears. It just seems like the Bears have had so much more offense, but I guess that's not the case.
Yeah, absolutely. We're actually very close, with the Bears only having one less shot than the Pirates, but and a very good chance that's just unfortunately missed from Hefty. He had the shot, but he just could not go for it the way he wanted to. Unfortunately, misflipped on it.
And then Jack had another opportunity right after Hefty, and Jack also with that. So we're seeing again these missed opportunities from the Bears. A little bit of a misplay that will leave it dangerously in front of net, but it will be cleared away. Rover was trying to get it even more cleared away. Each gets a 50 with two of them. This is a numbers advantage for the Pirates. That will be a shot and a beautiful goal from 60. Every one of 60's goals have come out of nowhere. I feel like I'm never expecting them, and they always come through. They're always bangers too.
That was a fantastic shot. We were focused there on Lauser, and 60 just comes up from the heavens and falls down onto the ball, grabbing a goal on his way. A beautiful shot there from 60, and a chance for Lauser now. He says, look what I can do with the ball too. Just because I was awkward on the last play doesn't mean I don't know how to shoot. 60 with the banger pass off of the back wall. Lauser capitalizes, and the Pirates go ahead 1 goal with 30 seconds left. The Bears are fighting for their playoff contention spot.
And a bit of a misplay by Roveru. Roveru had a decent position, but decided to aerial try and pre-flip or pre-jump the aerial, but he could not find the touch, and that will just lead to the goal.
And Beach tries to slow play it out. I don't know that he has a ton of boost. Gets 50. Rover is going to try to follow, and then an unfortunate bounce there off the bottom corner wall. Jack gets a banger clear out to the corner that Beach reads. It is do or die time for the Bears. They get a pop. Jack is there.
Oh!
And it's off the post and down.
Oh no!
Off the top 90 and down, and the Bears lose game 5. An unfortunate end to what was an incredibly well-fought series. As a fan of the game, it was a very, very fun one to watch. But if you're a fan of the Bears, it's just such an unfortunate end, knowing that they really needed to pull this out for their playoff contention spot. And it's just unfortunate. They are one game out of play-ins now. They are not out of contention, but they are going to have to use those bear claws to claw their way back into the play-in contention spot for the playoffs this season.
And honestly, it does feel fitting, that ending. It was a very exciting game, but at the end of the day, it came down to the missed opportunities from the Bears. The Bears had so many opportunities that they just could not convert on. They had so many open nets that they just hit off the post or just could not find a touch on. And if they had gotten those, they would have definitely won this. They had great defense and a lot of pressure.
Absolutely. There was definitely a ton of good chances there, but the Bears seemed to have a lot of missed opportunities, whether it be open nets or overcommits, whatever it was. They had a lot of unfortunate missed opportunities in this series. And like I said, they're not completely out of playoff contention yet, but this does drop them below the play-in spot that they were holding. So we are going to have to see what they do in the rest of the season to see if they can get back up in there. And speaking of the rest of the season, we have the Tyrants and the Dodgers. The ML, we're going to hop up a few leagues to see a standard face-off from the Tyrants and the Dodgers and see how that might play out tonight.
We will see you then.